Hey guys, so I just got a text from the guy who's buying Daisy and Clover, and he's coming this afternoon. Was not expecting that. I mean, I was expecting it like last week, but it was kind of up in the air when it was going to be, and then all of a sudden it's today, which is good. I don't have time to sit and be sad, but I did promise you guys some video. Hey Clover. Going somewhere today, and you have never been anywhere but here. And you're going on a trip today. Not a far one. Hi. Whoa. Hi. Can I pet you? No? Still gonna be that way, huh? Alright. Why aren't you eating? You waiting for your baby? Come on, Clover. So, one of the most popular questions in the last video was, what are we doing with the sheep? Now, before I had said that the sheep had accidentally not been fully castrated, and so we were kind of waiting to see if they were going to get crazy or not. And that's still the case. They should be crazy by now. However, the thing is, we noticed when Daisy went off to get bred last year, the sheep were acting up a little more because she's kind of the alpha. She's the queen. She's the boss of them. And so they kind of behave when she's here. So it'll be interesting to see once she's gone how they're going to be. There were a lot of comments also that kind of caught me off guard. They said, you got the sheep as companions for Daisy. Now Daisy's not going to be there. They have no purpose. You should get rid of them. And I got to say, I went to acupuncture yesterday afternoon, and laying there for a half hour, it's really a great time to think. And so I was thinking about all this, and I thought, yeah, you know, those people are right. We got the sheep for Daisy. And then Daisy had Clover, and now Daisy and Clover are both leaving. So the sheep, what is their role here? And I said weed eaters, but ultimately, that's only a very short part of the spring every year. And I said I was going to keep them back behind there. So it's not really going to affect what I have to do out here. However, could I also send them somewhere where they could have, you know, nice green grass to run and graze on? And so thinking about it, I'm just sharing this. Literally thought of it yesterday. Don't know what's going to happen, but this is what I'm thinking. They do give Bella a job. So they won't be leaving anytime soon, I don't think. Bella is a dog that needs something to look after. That is her breed. She's one of the best breeds for this, and so we don't want to take away her purpose. Now, when Bella had full run of the property, she seemed to be very happy. She was our guardians, and she was fine doing that. The thing is, she has found so many places to escape that we have to keep plugging up, or now she's such a digger, she can just dig it out. The only thing that has worked in this pasture is, right down here you can see, there's a black wire, and it goes all the way around the pasture, all the way around. And that is linked to her collar that gives her a buzz and a beep. We don't have it set to shock, even though you can. Haven't needed that. And so far, for over a year now, about a year and a month, she has not gotten out except for one time on the 4th of July when the fireworks were crazy and going off. She bolted and she didn't care that she got beeped or buzzed. But for the rest of that time, she has stayed in the pasture. And so I think the first thing we should do is get this wire, instead of just around the pasture, get it around the whole property. Now, that is going to be a little bit of work because we have the two gates where we leave our property and there's asphalt there. So we're going to have to cut that asphalt out so we can run that wire beneath the driveway, because you can't run it over the driveway because we drive out there. So we got to do that. But once we do that and Bella can go back to having full run of the property and be with me when I'm working, I'm out here a lot. And so she has a lot of company. But we wouldn't need the sheep at that point. And then thinking about it, you know, if she's bored when she's has the full run of the property, then maybe getting her a friend. I don't want to jump into getting more animals yet, though, until we've really thought this through. I have learned my lesson. Another thing I want to do once we have the Hawaiian or the tropical fruit orchard out here and the sun garden, I would like to have chickens running through there. We're not going to be putting out like little seedlings and things like that, and so for the most part plants will be established. There'll be trees mostly and then some tropical plants. But it would be nice to have free-range chickens and not just the ones that are kind of cooped up in the coop. And Bella would be fine with those. She's been trained for chickens. We'll have to maybe refresh her memory. But Maremma sheepdogs in general are great for any kind of, you know, poultry, guarding them. So if we got a friend for Bella, it would also have to be a dog that would be okay with chickens. And there aren't that many. I'm putting the cart way before the horse. I want to take this very slow and work this out methodically, not jump to anything. You know, let's have Daisy and Clover off to their new place and then just kind of work through that and figure out what else needs to happen. I think there's a hurricane or something down south, so we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. So we never get rain in the summer. We got it a few days ago, a little bit, and maybe tomorrow, but usually we're rain free from like May to November. So anyway, I have about a half hour, 45 minutes until he gets here. I'm not going to film it. At this point, I'm a little stressed out about actually getting a lead on them because they haven't had, well, I think Clover's had one once, but Daisy hasn't had one in a while since she got her hooves trimmed. And so I'm not even sure the logistics of getting them from down here up to his trailer. So to film that and figure all that out, I can't. So instead I'm going to finish this video with some video of Daisy and Clover in the last, 3 years for Daisy and 3 months for Clover. Okay, it's the next morning. Hey, Nacho. Eerily quiet out here. There's no mooing. Last night went well. My biggest concern was trying to get Daisy and Clover from way down in the corral all the way up to the front gate where we could get them on the trailer. Daisy was actually really easy. I put her in the stanchion, put some food in there. She got right in, locked her in, and then when she was done eating, put the lead right on her. And Clover, I just threw a little lasso around her neck, and that was easy. Daisy walked right on up. My dad had Clover, and I thought Clover would follow right behind her. Nope. Clover wasn't having any of it. I left Daisy. I tied her up at the fence up at the top, and then went back down to help my dad with Clover. And it took all my might and all my energy to drag her up the hill of the pasture. And then it took forever getting her through this gate. She was thrashing around, broke this stake here, broke that stake in the ground. This one, I mean, literally she'd been on a lead one time and she had never left the pasture. And this was both those things. So once we finally got them both up there, it was relatively easy to load them onto the trailer. And it was great. You know, the guy is really nice. He had his 2 kids with him. So they're going to a better place. They are. I feel like we made the right decision. It's best for everyone. I'm taking this as an experience that I never in a million years thought I would have. I had it, and now I can check off that box and move on to other things. There was one kind of sad moment last night. Ollie and Otis were a little lost when without Daisy and Clover. We came out last night and they were standing up there where the new pond is going to be, and they were just kind of looking off into the distance like, is she coming back? So that was sad. Yeah, this morning they're here waiting for food. And a lot of you have asked where Bella has been. She's been here. It's been hot, and she's been, digging burrows and laying in there. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. And say hello to everybody. They missed you. All right, boys. Oh, sorry, Otis. Just noticing how much their wool has grown back. So I'd given a little extra thought to the tropical fruit orchard out here. And I think I'm still going to keep my citrus in the Mediterranean garden. There's lots of citrus I want to grow, and I've got lots of room over there. And to fill up out here with citrus would keep me from growing maybe some more unique, more exotic fruits that I would want to grow. And citrus fits in the Mediterranean garden. I mean, lemons, and that's ubiquitous with Italian gardens. Is ubiquitous the right word? I think so. All right, I'm going to show you something right now that I have pretty much tried to keep hidden in other videos, but I don't know. Right now, I'm feeling like it's taken over, and maybe I need to keep it. I'll explain. So here at the bottom of the vegetable garden, there used to be 4 beds here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 beds across here. And what started out as a little bit of Bermuda grass was left unchecked by yours truly, the gardener, and it has completely taken over. So now I'm thinking, do I try to remove it all and reclaim the beds, or do I remove the beds, mow this down, and make it a nice little lawn at the bottom of the vegetable garden? I don't know. The downside of that would be it would be Bermuda grass, so I would definitely have to keep it mowed, or those seeds would spread everywhere. But it might be a nice place to, when this is all finished, to come and sit, near the vineyard, near the vegetable garden, the orchard. I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's another angle of the location. I don't know. Am I just being lazy, or is this a good idea? Well, that's it for my portion of this video, you guys. I'm going to leave now a montage of Daisy and Clover's time here, and I'll see you guys next time.
With your hand on your heart, please tell me which way to go.
have some movement inside.
I can't sleep, but I'm hardly awake.
See it?
A limbo dance, such a fine world.
Contractions are only 30 seconds apart already.